Now let's talk about the mail. Can we talk about the mail, please, Mac? I'm dying to talk about the mail with you all day.
Who am I supposed to vote for? Am I supposed to vote for the Democrat who's going to blast me in the ass, or the Republican who's blasting my ass?
Politics is just all one big ass blast.
You're gonna get your ass blasted.
Nationwide
You know
ass
what?
blasting.
No more.
Okay, I'm gonna rise up, gonna kick a little ass, gonna kick some ass in the USA, gonna climb a mountain, gonna soar a flag, gonna fly on an eagle, I'm gonna kick some butt, I'm gonna drive a big truck, I'm gonna rule this world, I'm gonna kick some ass, I'm gonna rise up, I'm gonna kick a little ass, rock, flag, and eagle!
This week, hey, welcome to the Nerdington Post.
What's up? Will here.
Walter. This has been a week of revelations.
A huge revelation.
Overwatch had their Halloween event, and this tank named Sigma, his new skin is called the Flying Dutchman, because it's, ghost pirate themed. And it's funny. It hit me until the last week. It's funny because he's from the Netherlands. He's Dutch. So he's a ghost pirate. And also he floats above the ground, so he's a flying Dutchman.
Oh my god.
And also there's this sketch that I've been watching for years. I love it. It's called Soft Pianist. And it just hit me last weekend that's like, oh, soft pianist. Because like a pianist. Soft penis. So yeah.
Oh my god.
It's
gonna be one of those episodes, by the way.
It's a great episode. But yeah, next gen is literally around the corner next week. So let's go into our recurring segment. We've never officially called it. I think I started calling it last week in the timestamps below. But next gen, Woes and WAPs.
Woes and WAPs. Here we go.
Yeah, but not like a WAP is like, hey, I'm stirring some sauce here. But WAP isn't some wet ass players, because we are players of games.
There we go.
So yeah, is this a woe? The Xbox exclusive Everwild from developer Rare, the creative director Simon Woodruff, he left after 8 years at Rare.
Really?
So another major launch window.
Losing another director.
Exclusively. Yeah. So who knows?
So what's going on at Microsoft, you wonder?
I don't know. Might just be mounting frustrations of just...
Maybe, I don't know.
Like, I've been at this company for a while, and we've got COVID, and all the stress of, like, trying to be within a launch window. Like, I'm out. I've had a good run.
Maybe. It sucks, because Everwild looks good. I think it looks...
It looks good.
Like it could be a really good game, but when Microsoft showed it off, all they did was show us the typical trailer.
Nobody knows what it's going to play like at all. Like, okay, this looks like you're using an upgraded version of the Sea of Thieves engine. Yeah. But, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It looks like a cool world.
All we've gotten is one cinematic trailer.
Yeah. But
we don't know.
So who knows how that game plays. Maybe it's a walking simulator. Or maybe it's
Death Stranding Part 2.
Yeah, maybe. Well, what if? What an exclusive to get Kojima for an Xbox exclusive. But yeah, is that a woe? I don't care.
I feel like if we knew more about the game, it'd be a woe.
But yeah, we have no information for it's a no.
Yeah, it's a meh.
Next gen, no. They remember fidget spinners? Found this Destiny 2.
I found mine. It's in my windowsill right now by my desk.
But yeah, Capcom was announcing its PlayStation 5 features for Resident Evil Village. Dynamic 4K with ray tracing, which is expected. Fast loading, because no shit.
Right?
All these consoles are equipped with SSDs, so I don't know why you have to be like...
And if you're an Xbox fan, you've been seeing them, like, preach fast loading.
Yeah, but again, like, I don't know. I guess for those people who aren't in the know, who don't know that the SSDs are like a big thing in the new consoles, it's something they should keep pushing. 3D audio, which I'm excited for, because a horror game with excellent audio it elevates it for sure. Just have you played Hellblade?
Oh, I love Hellblade.
Yeah, Hellblade.
That's some of the best audio I've ever heard in a video game.
Hellblade with a headset is... Oh my god, it's so good. It has the best audio.
Like, you should only play with a headset.
Yeah. It's fantastic. But yeah, I'm hoping they do similar stuff with Resident Evil Village. And haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. Like, that's... Ever since all the previews of Astrobot came out, I'm excited for this new feel.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things I'm excited about when it comes to PS5, when I finally decide to buy one.
Yeah.
But, yeah. PS5 looking good.
Mm-hmm.
Xbox Series X is looking good. Xbox Series S?
Yeah.
Not looking so good.
Yeah, Xbox Series S is only going to have 364 gigabytes of storage after the...
OS.
With all the OS and other stuff. And Cold War is 136 gigs, which will be 37% of the Xbox Series S.
So if you're getting a Series S, buy an external.
Yeah.
Maybe buy 2.
Yeah, but like Phil Spencer was saying, he expects the Series S to outpace. Yeah. Which I expect, like, when we were working retail... Even years after the One X came out, like, we still moved more S's.
Yeah, and we even moved more pre-owned Xbox Ones than we did One X's.
Yeah, just because you're getting family members, you're getting something for the kid. Like, it'll play the same game.
And then sometimes people don't have $500 to throw.
Exactly, and it's gonna look shittier. And the thing is, most people just off the street can't tell the difference between graphics a lot.
Exactly.
Just
that's why Series S is going to be for that intro casual gamer.
Yeah. And
the PS5 and Series X are going to be for that us.
Yeah, exactly. Especially the more they push xCloud also, and especially if they bundle it in with Game Pass and, you know,
EA Play starting on Tuesday.
Yeah, the 364 gigabytes, if you're streaming, it's not going to mean shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going right down there, man.
And 9 times out of 10, if someone has a kid, they have decent internet, because all those kids do is stay on the goddamn internet.
Yeah. Swing back to Capcom, they released a new trailer for Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition, which we talked about last week. Series S version isn't going to have ray tracing.
Yep.
But yeah, it's a collaboration with J-Rock guy Hyde. I love it. I just love seeing footage of Devil May Cry 5 and, J-Rock. What's not to like? So check it out. But, you got anything you want to talk about right now?
We kind of hit it. We kind of hit on the Series X. Yeah. So full reviews are coming up for the Xbox Series X and S. Like I said, X is looking great. People are averaging about 8 to 9 stars out of 10. So we knew that was going to happen. We knew the Series X was going to be like the one, but obviously Series S, people are saying, it's about a 6 to 7 out of 10 just because you don't have as much storage. You only go up to 1440p. But again, Series S is for that intro gamer. Yeah. They don't care about, like Walter said, They can't tell a difference in graphics.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I'm just getting this box because...
They want to play Fortnite with their friends.
Yeah, or like I play Madden, Assassin's Creed, that's it, really.
But, so reviews are coming out. You gotta realize that with Xbox not having a bunch of next-gen games, probably not until 2021, you're not going to see majority of that power taken... being used until 2021 when the new revamped Halo Infinite comes out, whenever the fuck that is.
Yeah, I'm still baffled why the Series S Devil May Cry 5 doesn't have ray tracing.
Exactly, because the Series S supports ray tracing.
Yeah, and also when you look at just like PC hardware ray tracing, which most of it uses DirectX ray tracing, which is the same API for ray tracing that's going to be in the Xbox Series. You have the most expensive, like 2080 Ti ray tracing card, and then even scaling down to the entry level, like the cheapest ray tracing card, the 2060. Like, it could still ray tracing, just
exactly
lower quality ray tracing. But I don't know, it's weird. Capcom, they're kind of lazy sometimes.
Well, that was gonna be my thing. Like, is
That's
it a Microsoft thing or is it a
Yeah.
Capcom thing?
Is it the hardware is not capable of doing it, or is it Capcom
Doesn't feel like doing it.
phoning it in, like how they're just like not releasing, even though PCs are capable of ray tracing and the legendary Dark Knight mode on PC, they're just not releasing it on PC. So
Something smells good. Sorry. That was completely unrelated. Something smells good. Someone's cooking
should we
something.
check downstairs?
Yeah, maybe we
What's
should.
cooking?
Next bit of news.
Yeah.
There will be no physical PS5s at launch. It will be all
Online
digital,
retailers.
all online.
Yeah. If you
Which-
pre-ordered it
Go ahead.
at retail, you could pick up your pre-order, but yeah.
Which
Don't-
is great for retailers because they don't have to worry about crowds or people getting unruly. But it sucks for online because it kind of makes you wonder, is it going to be back to that pre-order situation where scalpers were fucking everyone over?
I don't know. If they could just have a digital queue.
Like GameStop. That's what GameStop did
Well,
for the Series X. They didn't do it for the PS5.
did you read into that more? It wasn't actually a thing.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
I
It's
did
just
not
like sign
when
up
it-
for this thing and it's like, hey, remember when the Xbox One X was coming out and we had those sign up things and nothing?
No,
You
I'm
know
talking
anything?
about, no, I remember, like, on pre-order day, like, if you typed in GameStop Xbox Series X pre-order, GameStop said, all right, you're in a queue line to order it.
Look at, I'm pretty sure it wasn't a real thing.
Let me see, hold on.
Yeah.
You talk while I look that up.
Yeah, so I think the only one who's doing it well right now is EVGA in terms of doing a digital queue for hardware with the 30 series graphics card. So I signed up. I want the Founders Edition graphics card for NVIDIA, but I'll take what I can get. I'll take the EVGA, whatever. I just want to play Cyberpunk with ray tracing. Cyberpunk 2077 with ray tracing.
Yeah, so it looks like you're talking about those little, like, pre-order sign-up sheets that we would kind of goof to get pre-orders on our numbers.
No, maybe, I don't know, man. Yeah, but that wasn't. That was just nothing.
No, it always
That was
was.
nothing,
It was
yeah.
always nothing.
So I think that thing was also supposed to be a thing, but
Yeah,
was also.
but no, I
nothing.
agree with you. Going back to the original argument, I hope that online retailers do an online queue because if it's first come first serve, those bots are going to take them all,
Yeah.
and they're going to be on fucking eBay and Amazon for $800. And if that happens, don't buy a PS5 for $800, $900. You're an idiot. Just wait.
Unless you're a big spender like us, where it doesn't mean anything, you could just drop it, man. If I want to buy spend $3,000 on a PS5, I can. I'll just go over to Best Buy and then slide them a stack of Benjamins and like, sir, we can't make change on this. I'm like, no, keep the change.
Give me a PS5. It's a $2,500 tip.
Exactly. Because, I'm a generous man. People are hurting in COVID times. And I will donate my money to the already employed.
That's fair.
So,
You want to throw me $3,000?
No.
Okay. Well, I tried.
Ooh, I should... After these AMD reviews for the new Ryzen CPUs are out, and apparently they're fucking awesome. I can't wait to get one. But also, I should check
I'm sorry.
my AMD stock, because I'm sure it went up a bit.
Oh, yeah, I need to check that.
Yeah.
I need you to buy one so my stock is up.
But yeah, let's take our hats off. Two hackers. I don't know.
Yeah, hackers.
This is
absolutely.
it's fun news.
Absolutely.
It's not good news by all means. So Watch Dogs Legion, a game about hackers, got hacked.
Yep.
Yeah, supposedly the source code, which is around 558 gigabytes of the game source code, have been floating around online. So, it sucks that Ubisoft got hacked. And supposedly it was done by a group that does ransomware.
Oh,
So
God.
maybe Ubisoft didn't pay up. Who knows? I mean, really, what are people gonna do with all that source code?
Yeah, really.
Other than the modders will eat it up. They could make some cool mods, make new game modes, whatever. But yeah, that's cool. Whole thing about like hackers getting game bot hackers, and it ends up getting hacked. And earlier today, Capcom announced that they got hacked. So maybe we might see ray tracing in Legendary Dark Knight mode on PC if those hackers were able to get the source code for Devil May Cry 5. I'm hoping that what happens, because if past entries and special editions of Devil May Cry 5, or Devil May Cry in general, are set precedent, they're not going to bring those extra features to other platforms.
Right.
Because they're weird dicks like that. Yeah, let's introduce this new feature that started as a PC mod and put it in the Switch version of Devil May Cry 3, but then not put it in any other version of Devil May Cry 3. Awesome. Thank you. Let's take these gameplay tweaks that started as PC mods for Ninja Theory's Devil May Cry and then put it on the Xbox One and PS4 version, and then not put it on the or not put it on PC, or patch some of those features into the 360 PS3 version. Capcom, you're weird. You screw people over, and you always try to get people to buy the next version. So yeah.
But thank you for Resident Evil 4 and 7.
Yes. You make great games.
Yeah.
Here's some of your choices for some customer facing stuff. I don't know, it's weird. Hopefully supposedly customer information hasn't been breached. I mean, and hopefully, nothing too serious got busted into either, like personnel files. I don't know. I don't want a development team's like social security numbers out there, or whatever the Japanese equivalent of a social security number is. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully people don't get doxxed. But yeah, I think that's cool. Way to go.
Yeah. Good job, hackers.
Yeah.
If you did hack Capcom, make sure you get that source code.
Get that source code.
Get that source code.
Add those modes into the PC version.
Exactly.
But I will be paying for that Virgil DLC.
Yeah.
When you launch it a month after you release the special edition. Yeah. I'm not gonna spend that extra $40 buying your game again. Fuck you.
I might, just because I never bought the game.
Yeah. You know what, man? I'm gonna spend that $5 on the Virtual DLC and get nude mods.
I did a GameStop rental when Devil May Cry 5 came out.
Hell yeah.
I might own it now, just because it's such a great game.
Yes.
It's so good.
But yeah, it's cool, man.
Yeah. What else we got?
We got dipshits to dunk on.
I mean, we could dunk on some dipshits. I just don't know what we want to dunk on.
I mean, hackers are kind of like, that's not cool. You try to ransomware stuff, I guess.
But it's really funny.
Yeah, it is.
Because you hack the hacker game.
It is funny. I do like it. And you know what?
You can't dunk on them.
I support everyone who's going out there and, making cracks of de novo DRM. Man, I remember that dry spell when de novo first landed, and the piracy scene was just quiet for a long time, and then pirates finally cracked Resident Evil 7, and I downloaded that just to celebrate. I downloaded Resident Evil 7 to celebrate the crack of de novo, and then, de novo's been cracked more consistently since. It's the golden age of piracy is gone, but
it really is.
I mean, the point of de novo is to just protect that first week of sales. Just there's no such thing as uncrackable DRM.
Yeah.
But as long as they could hold it off long enough to get those initial sales, digital sales on Steam or Epic Game Store or whatever, then yeah, it did its job. Yeah, most purchases happen either during a sale or in that launch period.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. I'm definitely one of those people.
Pirated a game.
It's been a long time since I pirated anything.
Yeah. Because streaming just is so convenient.
Yeah.
Like, I can just go to Spotify and get this album.
Yeah. I
gotta hear that new Taylor Swift album. I hear Lover is great. Is that her new? No.
I don't know.
Folklore.
I've been listening.
Lover, what I've heard.
I've been listening to the Strokes' new album.
They have a new album.
It came out in April, so I'm a little late to it, but it's fucking awesome.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, because they were on Saturday Night Live last weekend.
Just occurs to me,
good.
I've been spinning this, and I might just probably been hearing that whole time. But yeah, man, I gotta check out the Strokes.
Yeah, Strokes are good. Their new album's good.
All right. Time to our newest segment.
Who's the guy in the Bubba mask?
Bubba Mask, he flies around and he talks like this.
Bubba Mask.
Bubba Fett is his name. That's my fault.
Bubba Fett never talks like that.
Yeah, he does. He goes, "Where's the wars? In the stars, y'all."
Hey,
we're
watching The Mandalorian right now.
Yes, we are.
The first episode came out last weekend called The Marshal, Chapter 9. Is it Chapter 9, Episode 9? I forget what they call it. It's the 9th episode of The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Season 2, Episode 1, called The Marshal. Very Western.
Yeah.
I was digging it.
Which,
man,
roles like that are great for Timothy Olyphant. He's made for those kind of roles.
He only plays cowboys.
I know, like Justified.
Yeah,
Deadwood.
Exactly. Where I was worried about him at first, just because like I never trusted Timothy Olyphant. He's up to something shady, but then he was on the up and up.
Yeah,
whole time.
He looked a little goofy in Mandalorian.
Ty Cobb. Well, yeah, because it's not made for him.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
But I do like how it does look off, just because he probably is taller than Boba Fett.
Yeah. It was funny, but I'm like, as soon as he walked into frame, I was like, that's not a real Mandalorian.
Cobb Vanth Refrigeration. Stole that joke from my buddy. But yeah, episode starts off with him looking for other Mandalorians. He goes to the seedy underbelly.
Yeah.
And they have
like their axe fight.
Yeah. I like how one of those I forgot what their species is called, but one of the pig guys does a suicide dive over the ropes and just misses. Hell yeah! Whenever you get wrestling and something,
exactly.
And yeah, it's something I don't like generally. Not just the Mandalorian. Is that like little missile thing he has in his wrist? I don't like that sort of get out of jail free tool.
Really?
And shows. Yeah, it's cool, but like,
okay, that's what I was about to ask. I was about to ask you. Do you not like it because it makes his job easier, or do you not like it because it's too cool?
It makes the job. It lessens the tension once you see it. It's like, all right, he's got to get out of jail free card. I want to see him like, I don't know, do something creative, like he throws the coffee in the face of the guy behind him, and then he's like, ah! And then that distraction, and then he throws an elbow or something.
Makes another guy shoot another guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Something more creative like that. Like I'm watching a Jackie Chan thing. Just some.
Okay. That makes sense.
Just
that
like weird antics that fully utilizes the set and like him maneuvering around it, rather than I'm just gonna takes out the guys around me and then I fight the rest of the guys that are left.
It was still cool.
But yeah.
It was still cool.
So fun. Amy Sedaris coming back.
Yeah.
I love her. Pizza. For old heads out there, Strangers with Candy. She's great. Her character is just
that
weird.
was Comedy Central. Yeah. God, I haven't. Yeah. Oh, I remember watching that show like on days I'd stay home sick from school, and it would just be randomly on Comedy Central.
I don't get her character design. It's just like, all right, let's get a big poofy wig on you and like take away her eyebrows.
Yeah, exactly.
Like she's a mechanic. Did they get burned off while she's working on an engine? I don't know. That's my headcanon.
I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah. See, something that I hate though about Star Wars in general is how small they make the universe. Like, Tatooine is supposed to be a backwater.
Like, huge open...
Yeah, it's supposed to be like this piece of shit place that nobody goes to except for... And that's why gangsters hang out there, because it is a piece of shit place nobody cares about. But they just keep coming back there. Like, why?
And they just spend time in one location to another. You really don't see the wide open...
It's three towns.
Yeah.
Formerly 2, but we got the 3rd in this episode.
Yeah.
There's Mos Eisley, Mos Espa.
Mos Espa, yeah.
Damn it, I can't remember. Damn it, what's the point? What are we doing? Let's wrap it up. That's the end of this segment. But yeah, so he learns about the Mandalorian who's on Tatooine, and he's like, I haven't seen it. I've been on Tatooine. I haven't seen a Mandalorian before. And then we all know of a Mandalorian.
Who's been on Tatooine?
Exactly. Bubba Mask.
Who survived the Sarlacc pit?
Or did he? We don't know. We don't know. Maybe he did. Yeah, so he goes down to this town. Very Western. Fucking love it. When the child is popping out of the saddlebag smiling when he's riding on the speeder bike. Fucking loved it.
Yeah.
It was adorable.
And you get like an episode 1 throwback because Timothy Olyphant's character is riding a speeder bike made out of what looked like Anakin Skywalker's pod racer engine. That was really cool.
Knowing how stupid the Star Wars universe works, it probably was straight up Anakin.
It probably was.
It's like, why?
It had the same sound, the same design. I was like, yep. That's an episode 1 reference.
This universe revolves around the same 3 people.
Yep.
Great. Thank you for that. Really, But yeah, I love it when he rides into town. It's just a classic Western thing of just you slowly ride up into town on your horse and everyone's just giving you the Then the first thing he does is walks into the
bar or saloon.
Walks into the saloon and just him and Tim Oliphant just having that face off. And then him pouring him some drinks.
Yep.
And then telling him the story of how he got the armor. Which I think is... I don't know, man.
I mean, how would the Jawas acquire it if Boba Fett didn't cut himself out of the Sarlacc pit?
Yeah, and then he just cuts himself... That's the thing of... Alright, to jump to the end of the episode, you see Bubba Mask, presumably. You see someone played by Tamora Morrison, who played Jango Fett, all the clone troopers in the original trilogy. The origin trilogy, my bad.
Oh.
Well, it is the original trilogy since it is shows the origins.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So could be playing Boba Fett. Because he could be playing a clone trooper, because we know those guys are still around with Rebels. But we don't know exactly yet. But honestly, I hope it's not Boba Fett. Because Boba Fett got taken out by a Three Stooges gag. Which was cool because they brought it back of just like Mando just hitting the back of the jetpack and just shooting off. But yeah, supposedly the best bounty hunter in the galaxy got taken out by a blind Han Solo doing a Three Stooges gag. And just like, where? What? And
that's the funniest way I've ever heard that put.
Yeah.
That's great.
And then you have him tracking down his armor for 5 years?
No, yeah, exactly.
That's so stupid. How shitty of a bounty hunter is he? We can't track down unique armor that's pretty much unique in the whole galaxy. Not every Mandalorian armor is so rare.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's only 3 fucking towns on this planet. And it takes him 5 years to finally track down his armor. How fucking incompetent is Boba Fett? He's a stupid character, and I'm pissed off if they do bring him back. I'm hoping that's Rex or some shit. I love Rex.
Oh, it'd be awesome if it was Rex.
I love Rex.
That'd be great if it was Rex.
Dude, yeah, because in addition to rewatching the episode of The Mandalorian this morning, I also rewatched The Siege of Mandalore. Fucking, I love Commander Rex. Or Captain Rex. Captain Rex. He's a captain.
No, I think it would put a cool perspective on it if it wasn't Boba Fett.
Yeah.
It'd be nice. It'd be fresh because it's almost obvious that, this is Boba Fett.
Yeah, it's gonna be Boba Fett. It's so gonna be Boba Fett.
But I agree with you. It would be a cool twist if it's like, this is not Boba Fett.
And him trying to get his armor. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it's cool, man.
But I thought one of the coolest part was when they teamed up with the Tusken Raiders.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Those guys, those sand people.
Yeah. Damn Tusken Raiders.
Yeah, it was a little,
But he knows how to talk to him.
Yeah.
Which is a thing, apparently.
Well, he talks to him in season 1 a little bit. When he's trying to track down that bounty.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I should have rewatched season 1 before going into the second season. I just haven't had time.
Yeah, it's good old Cowboys and Aliens.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a good
Directed
first
by
episode.
John Favreau.
Yep. Cowboys and Aliens.
Yeah. I still haven't seen that movie.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
It's a dumb, fun movie.
See,
because John Favreau knows how to do fun and kind of dumb.
I don't like westerns, but I do. You know, like if
I know exactly.
If it's
what
a
you
modern
mean.
if it's like a western that takes place in current times, I'm on board. Like Hell or High Water or
Okay.
No Country for Old Men.
Oh,
I'm
that's a
on board.
great movie.
Or if it's a space western like parts of Solo or, pretty much most of The Mandalorian,
Yeah.
I'm on board. Or if it's a samurai movie where it has that feedback where like it's a samurai movie that feels more like a western.
Yeah.
Like I'm totally in for that. Yeah. But a
No
straight
Country for Old
western,
Men
man,
is a
I'm
great
not
movie.
I'm not into that for some reason. I don't know. It's because I know how many Native Americans died. No, but yeah, you get cowboys and Indians teaming up to fight a space dragon. Pretty dope.
It was awesome. Watch episode 1 if you haven't already.
Yeah,
or watch it again.
The special effects budget was top notch, man. I think they got a
little bump there.
Yeah, they got a bump.
They got a bump
season
there.
1 and 2, yeah. It might be one of those things where they blow the special effects budget on episode 1 in the last episode, so like, all right, let's make episode 1 real flashy. It dips for the rest of this season, and then
Let's go with a bang on the finale. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Which that might be the case. Hopefully not. Hopefully,
Yeah, really.
It's Disney. They have all the money.
Yeah. It's a pandemic, and they're still profiting.
Yeah.
I think.
No, they are making a huge loss with the parks. Huge loss.
I stand corrected. They are not
Yeah. But
profiting.
I don't know. Disney's probably still in the black though.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
They have enough money in the bank. They'll be fine.
All those people getting laid off.
Yeah.
Will work at the parks.
Mickey and Minnie.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to make that joke.
Yeah. Bubba Mask. My issue with, as soon as I saw the Great Dragon, I'm like, all right. It goes after their what
Was it a
called?
Wampa?
Wampas?
I think they're called Wampa.
Banthas. The
Banthas. Banthas
It
or
goes after their
Wampas.
banthas. Why don't they, like, as soon as I saw it, like, oh, why don't they just strap a bunch of explosives to the bantha and it eats the bantha and blows it up? And then that's their plan B? Like, what do you...
It's like why did you put all the explosives on the ground?
Yeah. To blow up... Like, the first thing that came to... That annoyed me because my first thought was their plan B, which is the plan that ended up working. It's just like, wait, that's
your second plan?
your second plan? Of course, it eats...
Well, you gotta think, they gotta stretch it like that extra 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, alright, how are we gonna... We know we wanted to eat the bantha.
It's like these guys have never fought giant monsters before. That's stupid. You blow it up from the inside. Or if you watch Armageddon, you put the explosive there and then...
Exactly. Put in
Yeah,
the butthole.
put a firecracker in your hand. If Armageddon is on Netflix, I'm gonna take that clip and I'm gonna put it in here. Of the British scientist explaining, like, oh yeah, put a firecracker in it. Because Armageddon, fantastic movie. I love it. It was one of my favorite movies.
That
as a
is
kid,
a
man.
great, dumb action movie.
Yeah, man.
It's awesome.
Why? Worst environment imaginable. Why didn't you just say that? I forget what the line is exactly, but
Yeah, make sure you put it in there.
oh, but yeah. What notes do I have, man? Yeah, just weird little notes of. Did the Tusken Raiders have still suits like in Dune? Like, how do they... Does it recycle their water? How do they survive in the desert like that? Maybe their species is weird, because they're not humans. They definitely got something going on under their masks, but we'll never see them. Unless maybe they're all smoke shows. Who knows, man? Who knows? But yeah.
It was a good first episode.
It was a good episode. It has... I'm still not... A lot of people say Mandalorian's their like favorite Star Wars thing, but it's not for me just because, especially season 1, it had a weird feel to it. Like, I don't know, like Clone Wars, where it just has this weird television-y feel. And
I can see
like,
that.
in a bad way. But supposedly this will have more of a continuous storyline in season 2 rather than just going from episode to episode.
Which would be nice, because,
Yeah.
like, the first season, there is a lot of bouncing around. And,
just
which,
going on
you know,
these
makes
little
sense. You got to
adventures.
introduce all these characters that are going to end up being mainstays who you're going to see multiple times.
And also just expanding the universe of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, not Jedi shit, and also post Fall of the Empire. Just like, hey, this is... Because this is the really first bit of media we get that's directly post-Empire. Of just like, oh, this is the start of New Republic. This is... It's establishing the world of just through these little mini stories in each episode.
Exactly.
And yeah, it does its job, but it doesn't click with me. Like, that's why I like Rebels more, just because it has a lot of that, but feels like there's more through lines, especially in season 3 and 4. Where
I need to watch Rebels.
Rebels is great, dude. You have Disney Plus.
I know.
You just, you and the missus, after you log out of work or whatever, just watch an episode of Rebels.
I will.
Yeah, do it.
I don't know if she'll care or not, but I'll care. It's Star Wars.
She better
It's
care.
Star Wars, so I'll care. She cares that I care. That's all that matters.
She ain't no Starhead. You dump that. You dump that, man. Starheads are bust.
You know, she liked Rise of Skywalker, and so here's what happened after we saw Rise of Skywalker, right? So it's the end of Rise of Skywalker, and she's like, "That was pretty good. What do you think?" I was like,
See, I've heard that from... Because this one podcaster said, improv person that I like, she doesn't give a shit about Star Wars, and she did a podcast where she's like, yeah, I don't know, I'll just watch all the Star Wars movies and talk about it with my friend who also is watching these Star Wars movies for pretty much the first time. But that person also ended up liking Rise of Skywalker, so I guess it... I don't know, man.
"Well,
I hate it's one of the worst.
it's
one of the worst Star
here's
Wars
the
movies.
thing." So I was talking to her.
Yeah.
So I was talking to her. And she's like, "What do you think?" I was like, "Because I'm a Star Wars fan. Yeah, I grew up with it, so I really didn't care for Rise of Skywalker."
No, it's the worst non-prequel movie. Easily the worst non-prequel movie.
And like after I warmed up to Last Jedi, because when I first saw Last Jedi, I didn't like it. I saw it like 2-3 more times. I was like, "All right, this is a good Star Wars movie. This is great." And after reading the script, because I think Rian Johnson posted the script or like his plan for what the next movie was.
Yeah.
After reading that, I was like, now that would have been a good like final movie.
And also supposedly the stuff that was going in Colin Trevorrow's version of just... Yeah, Kylo Ren, he's the main bad now.
Yeah,
This is
exactly.
like continuing the idea of like, nah, the old ways are dead. We literally killed them in Last Jedi.
Exactly.
And we're forging our own path. And then, nope. Let's go back to, it was me, Austin. It was me all along.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I was like, yeah, you know, it was... no.
Yeah. Like, it's...
And I think, it's the same reason that, like, Last Jedi divided so many people, because, like, it wasn't your Star Wars movie. It was what Rian Johnson wanted.
Did you fart?
No, it's my stomach. I promise. See, that's my stomach.
It sounded pretty low, dude.
It's my stomach.
It sounded
Trust me,
pretty low.
if I fart, you will know.
I'm hoping the mic picks that noise up. But yeah.
No, if I fart, you will definitely know. I promise.
I think, Rise of Skywalker has some appeal. I could see how it appeals to non-Star Wars people.
Exactly.
Because they're not as invested in the stupid lore like we are and invested in, these character threads that, like... Dude,
one of the biggest things...
Finn did nothing in that movie, man.
Yeah.
That sucked.
Yeah, I hated seeing Finn dwindle down to like a B-rate character.
Yeah.
And then it started to lose me even more after it's like, oh, Palpatine's your grandfather. I'm like, what?
And then
that makes no sense.
And then Poe just also... The whole point of Last Jedi, Poe's arc, is him learning valuable lessons and becoming a leader because they set him up as becoming the leader of the Resistance.
Yeah, the new leader. Yeah,
and then
taking Princess Leia's place.
He does fucking nothing in the whole movie. Also, it's like, yeah, I'm back to my roguish ways of like maybe this will work.
Let me go.
You have no plans? Like, yeah, we'll just send out a message. See maybe people will rally.
So,
like, why haven't you been? It's been, I don't know, however many months between those two movies, and you weren't trying to rally the galaxy this whole time?
Right. I thought it was like a time jump of at least a year.
Nah. I think it's a couple months.
I don't remember.
I was hoping the time jump would be more also.
Oh, no, so did I.
So it reestablishes, like, alright, we got a rebel alliance again against the First Order.
Yeah.
So,
and then you just build it up that final, like, space battle.
Yeah, and then it's just like, we suddenly have a final space battle of just everyone in the galaxy rallying. Yeah. Because the dead speak. But we got, that movie can eat my ass. We got the Mandalorian.
Yeah, exactly. We got the Mandalorian. Yeah. See, we could totally do a fucking podcast just about Star Wars.
Man...
I mean, it is the Nerdington Post. If we want to talk more Star Wars, we can talk more Star Wars. We can talk
more nerd stuff, man. I was going to talk about some comic book stuff last week, but I was tired and forgot. The Three Jokers came out, a mini-series, 3 issues. Came out years late. A while back, they teased that the Joker was actually not one person, but 3 people. And then it's kind of shit. It's good, but I don't know. It's sound and fury signifying nothing. The whole thing, just like a bunch of shit happens, and the whole point of it is that, like, oh yeah, the identity of the Joker doesn't matter. It's never mattered. He's always just chaos. Like,
that's kind of been the whole thing, though.
Exactly. You know it. Like, you would have gotten to that last issue and like, yeah, I already know that about the Joker. That's been established for decades.
That's the only reason
wasted my time.
That's the only reason I haven't read Three Jokers is because, from what I've heard from a huge Batman fan, I feel like I wouldn't like it. But the Batman family is like, oh, I should just read it. Just read it.
Just read it. It's annoying. At the end, Batman's like, yeah, I am Batman. I've known who the Joker's identity was the whole time.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah. And like, I don't need the Batman saying that his identity doesn't matter because that's been the Joker for the past like 30 fucking years, man. Just like, yeah, hey. But like,
I mean, that's what Heath Ledger's Joker was built off of.
You tease a storyline like years ago, and then you finally release the issues. And then all you do, you read through all 3 of them, and then at the end, it's like, oh, the sky's blue, by the way. Did you notice? Huh? Like, yeah. I've been outside. I know the sky is blue.
One story I do want to read, just because it looks really cool, is, I think it's called The Batman Who Laughs, or something like that. I think that's what it's called.
It's a whole thing. You have to read Dark Knight's Metal.
Okay. It looks interesting. That's why I want to read it, but, I mean...
It's so edgelordy. I can't get behind it, man.
I'll check it out.
It's all about, like, how there's a dark multiverse that's made out of all the nightmares of people and just, I don't know. It's
the whole thing.
It's like an evil multiverse where everything is evil.
I'll check it out.
Like, a Justice League made out of all Batmans comes out of it, and they're all evil.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, there's like a Batman Flash, a Batman Aqua Woman, a Batman Doomsday and led by a Batman Who Laughs, who's like a Batman Joker.
Huh, okay.
It's very... I think
Do you
it's
think
very
it?
stupid.
Do you think when they did that, they tried to stretch too much?
I don't know. It's cool if you like... Because it's called Dark Knight's Metal, and if you do like that idea of like, yeah, fucking metal, and like those super corny ideas, you'll love it.
Okay.
It's not for me.
Sounds like I won't like it, but
It's not
the
for
Batman
me. Yeah,
fan in me
just
will
check
like
it out. Check
Okay.
it out. Yeah, the sequel is currently coming out. Dark Knight's Heavy Metal. I'm probably liking it even less than I liked Dark Knight's Metal. It's, again, not my cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea. If you want to get weird with it, I like sci-fi weirdness with Warren Ellis, Jonathan Hickman. This Dark Knight's Metal, it doesn't do it for me, man.
Okay. I'll check it out.
It's
just to see.
Too edgelordy.
I'll check it out just to see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Could be fun.
Could be.
Probably won't be, but
no.
We'll see.
Definitely check it out.
Yeah, I will.
Yes. Check out some good Batman stuff.
Well, I have all the
War of
classics.
Laughs and Riddles, I hear, is good.
I have all the classics, like the Death in the Family, obviously, Killing Joke. Those are two of my favorites.
Yeah.
Year One, obviously. Last Halloween. I think it's Last Halloween. Long Halloween.
That's fake gamer girl, man. This fake gamer girl doesn't know one of the Batman's most famous arcs.
Hush is really
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Hush is interesting. I wouldn't say it's good.
I think it's good.
Well,
To each their own.
it's because I read enough comics. Because Jeff Loeb, he wrote The Long Halloween and Hush, and it's the exact same story.
I know.
It's he writes one story over and over again. Like, all right, we're going to have this 12-issue thing, and then we're going to have all of Batman's rogues. They're going to pop up in each issue, and then there's going to be this mystery of who's this mystery person? And then, like, all those guest appearances have meant nothing, didn't drive the story forwards, and then we have this mystery of, like, oh, of course it's this person that you've never heard of before.
Right.
It wasn't any of those people that we had come through. Like, no, it's it's Tommy Elliott, who we just introduced on this thing. Of course that's the mystery person. Or like, oh, hey, it's Harvey Dent's sister, right? In
Yeah.
Long Halloween? Yeah, it's... Get out of here, Jeff Loeb.
Sorry, Jeff Loeb.
Get out of here. You're an old hack. Get the fuck out. It's the new era. The Hickman era.
The Hickman era.
Yeah. Oh, and X-Men has their big-ass crossover happening right now. 10 of Swords. It's weird, man. It's weird. I dig it. It's one of those crossovers where you pretty much have to have been reading every single X-Men comic to...
Like, ever?
No, for
Or,
like
like,
the
in
current
this...
set
Okay.
of reset X-Men comics. Because I've only been reading half of them. And then a lot of what's going on now has to deal with Excalibur, which I haven't been reading. So I'm like, oh, they're going hard on Excalibur here with like with like the British mythology of Captain Britain, Merlin, Avalon, like interdimensional stuff. I'm like, oh, I haven't read that. Like some of the stuff I'm piecing, just like, okay, weird magical stuff from like the old stuff that I read like a long time ago, but the new magical stuff happening, I'm like, alright, just move past it. Just read footnotes or whatever. Just read wikis, but it's interesting, man. It is interesting. They give the heartbreaking background to Apocalypse's survival of the fittest ethos. So
Okay.
it's really great. Apocalypse, man.
Apocalypse, man.
Yeah, man.
2020.
He's a good guy now.
Really?
Yeah. Well, because
I'll have to check it out.
mutant kind has united and they have their own nation. It's pretty great. It's pretty great trying to win over humanity with something they haven't done before. Politics and economics.
We're seeing that right now.
Yeah, that's it, man. Watch The Mandalorian.
Watch Mandalorian, read some comics, play some games.
And hey, if you like the conversations we're having, drop a like and a subscription.
Please.
Baby, let's get to
100.
one hundo.
I think we need like 6 more for 100. Help us
Yeah,
out.
and he's doing a Cyberpunk 2077
That's right.
giveaway.
Follow us on Facebook.
Yeah.
For the entire month of November. I'm going to be posting statuses about Cyberpunk. The more times you like and you share them, you could win a free copy of Cyberpunk 2077.
And a free copy of The World of Cyberpunk 2077. It's out of shrink wrap. I only read it once and then I put it in storage just because I do that with all my shit and then I get buyer's remorse. But it's in solid condition. I even have the little back thing that came inside the shrink wrap. Slight crease from just now. And yeah.
Yeah, make sure you pay attention to our Facebook, like and subscribe here,
Yeah.
and you can win some free shit.
Get all the skinny on Cyberpunk 2077 and its universe.
Do it. Do it now.
Although, like, they're releasing all the information in here on the night wires anyway, so you can just watch them. But if you want something cool that looks good on your coffee table, look at this shade of yellow that the camera's not going to pick up. That's Cyberpunk yellow.
It is a nice yellow.
I've thought about painting my PC case that yellow.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, but I'm getting rid of that case anyway, so yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. But yeah. We'll see you next week.
I'll see you on Tatooine, because everything comes back to Tatooine.
Yeah, because next gen is launched. I'll have my Series X by then, so
Dude, you playing Legion?
No, I'm waiting for... I got it on my Xbox. I'm waiting for Series X. I'm waiting for Series X, man. I will play Legion next week, and I'll have a little bit of some intake on it tomorrow. On next week. I was hoping to have some intake on Cyberpunk, but that's not happening till December.
Yeah,
which we should both have.
It gives me time to...
You're doing Assassin's Creed, right?
Fuck no.
Okay.
I don't care about these Ubisoft games. I'm still going to be playing Final Fantasy
14.
And Outer Worlds, baby. I gotta finish Outer Worlds.
How do you liking it so far?
I like it. I just got off the first planet.
Okay.
I don't look as cool as I do in Final Fantasy, though. And I'm not using, like, a spear to dive on people, so... I'm probably just gonna play through it once, and...
That's what I did.
I'm so hooked on the story for Final Fantasy 14.
I get it.
I'm almost at the end of the first expansion, like the post-release content, and then after that, I guess I'm gonna have to buy it, which I'm not looking forward to. But I could just hold off on buying it until after Cyberpunk in spring.
Yeah, I finally, as a 1%er, like you said earlier, you just go out and buy things. Me and the girl, fiance, were at Target. And they had one Switch left, happened to be the Animal Crossing one. I was like, I'll take that.
Do it.
So I just bought a Switch.
Hell yeah, and I like the colors on that.
It looks awesome.
Switch,
but I've been playing Pikmin 3, which is really fun.
Nice.
I downloaded the demo. I was like, oh, yeah, this is going to be stupid. And the demo was really fun. I was like, all right, I'm going to buy this game. And Pikmin 3 is fun. So if you have a Switch or a Switch Lite, pick up Pikmin 3. It's just mindless fun, and it's a pretty fun game.
And Final Fantasy 14... One of the best Final Fantasy stories ever. And I'm not even at the expansion where people consider it the best Final Fantasy story. I'm at, like, the one that people... I'm not on the expansion where people consider it as the worst story of the expansions, but it's still possibly the best Final Fantasy story. It's great. I just ended the Dragon Song War by slaying Nidhogg and defeated the Warriors of Darkness.
Nice.
I'm loving it because it's tapping into some of my favorite comic book arcs.
Okay, cool.
These concepts of... In Marvel, they got the Marvel Universe got invaded by the Cancerverse, which is a universe where death was killed and nothing ever died, and it was just like...
Oh, that's really cool.
Everything just lived forever until it became weird and gross in like a Cthulhu universe. Mm-hmm. And then, the entire galaxy had to team up and fight the Cancerverse, which was awesome. So yeah, you have this concept of like light versus darkness, and then it's just like you have these refugees coming from like a world where balance is broken and darkness is gone, and just light is fucking shit up because there's just too much light, and which is the third expansion of goes more in the weeds with that, and the third expansion, Shadowbringers, which people say is the best Final Fantasy story.
Yep,
I'm excited to get
that's what I
there.
heard.
But yeah, and then also Jonathan Hickman's Avengers run of, all right, specifically the Illuminati parts of, all right, these are heroes, and what are the lengths these heroes are willing to go to save their world, and are you willing to kill billions to save trillions? That is the moral dilemma the Illuminati go through, and that's something the Warriors of Darkness go through, man. Because they used to be Warriors of Light in their universe, but are they willing to go to your universe and fuck shit up to save their own universe? The answer is yes. And you gotta fuck them up. It's awesome. I love it. So good. That's it for the episode.
And on that note,
Yeah.
we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Go play Final Fantasy XIV. If you got a Switch, play Pikmin. It's a fun game. Mindless fun. It's easy.
Age of Calamity demo available. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. So play that on your Switch. Your progress carries over the full game. And
Same with Pikmin 3.
Dragon Quest 11? Dragon Quest 11 S Definitive Edition has a 10-hour demo. Play the first 10 hours of the game and your progress carries over. So check that shit out.
Yeah. Do something fun this weekend.
Yeah.
Play some games.
We thought we were going to have a short episode. We got the longest episode yet.
I know.
Because Mando, baby.
Mandalorian.
Hey, Mando.
Down Bros.
Do the magic hand thing. I shouldn't do Carl Weathers' voice. It's not cool in 2020.